going on, guys? About to check out this amazing Lucas loser crying about Black conservative perspective. I'm late, but you guys been asking me in the comment section to review this for a while. So let's check it out, man. Maybe if I'm entertained, I'll make a video essay about it. Maybe. But let's check this out, man. Shout out to Black conservative perspective. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure the screen is right. Yeah, the screen's right. The screen's right. This ain't just started playing. No, man. All right, now you can play. Once you, yeah, you go. Well, I just start playing.
I'm a liberal now?
You are a liberal.
This video is brought to you by the Spider Combat Arena. Support the Kickstarter today.
No.
Oh my goodness. So it seems that I have pissed off the house Negro. It seems that my videos on this step infection David Lucas has pissed off the house Negroes. Lord, oh Lord. And who I'm referring
That's
to.
crazy. This is what this started over. David Lucas. I rock with David Lucas. I've been a fan of his for a while. He was on this show that I used to watch called Roast Me, right? Where he would come in and be roasting a lot of people. And then I think he ended up going to the Kill Tony show. And then since then, it's just like been blowing up, right? So I rock with him. If I'm not mistaken, he was getting canceled because he did a George Floyd joke that people were sensitive about.
Is Stephen himself, okay? A Black conservative perspective. George Foreman. Bro, this man, I don't know what to tell you. If you've ever seen any of this individual's content, it's very hard because he can barely speak. He always sounds like he has like food in his mouth.
They're silent about this stuff, but yet again, they want to be so outraged and offended, and they want to cancel a comedian for simply telling a joke. Take a look.
Huh? Because white people were laughing. We don't like that. We don't like white people laughing at that joke.
Right? A joke.
What's the matter? Why you so ornery? You miss me? Huh? Oh, yes, sir.
It was just a joke. Why were people crying about it, bro?
I miss you like a hog miss fly. Like a
calling him a house Negro
baby.
because he's
Miss Mammoth
defending
Titty.
A
comedy.
culture of degeneracy. A culture of destruction.
Wow. Yo, I swear, Lucas is racist as hell, bro. I promise you. Like, I really, truly believe this. He said so many things. Maybe I should do a video essay with that. Send me clips of Lucas saying the most racist ish about white people. I'll do a whole documentary about it. Send it to me, man. This nigga is disgusting. He has a true hate
A
and
culture
disdain
of
for them.
violence that has to change.
I miss you like I misses a rock in my shoe.
He sounds like he just came back from the dentist's office. Now, what I want you to understand is that's what's wrong with the Democrats, and that's gonna be, sir, what is going on? What's happening, Pimpin'? What's happening with you?
For simply telling a joke. Take a look.
Huh?
But nevertheless, let's start off right off the bat, because I'm hearing a whole bunch of nonsense about the shirt. Y'all like the shirt? Get one. Why so fragile? Here's what I always tell you guys. What do I say? What do they do? They will always use their evil and their wickedness for them. They will project their wrongdoings onto you. Case in point, when it comes to why so fragile, what do they always say? What did this tap dancing Steven, I'm gonna call him Steven, bro, from Django. That's what did Steven wants to say? Well, you have to understand, all right? This is why black people so fragile. He wearing a why so fragile shirt, but he's so fragile.
What revolutionaries are so fragile?
Because I want you to understand when it comes to fragility. I want you to understand this. Was it fragile when they were upset with what's her name who wrote the book White Fragility? What did they start screaming? Oh, this is horrible, this is horrible. Was it fragile when they started screaming about people taking a knee in response to protesting police brutality peacefully? Or did they talking about, oh, I'm gonna ban the NFL, I'm gonna boycott the NFL, I ain't doing nothing about the NFL? Was it fragile?
Are you saying all white people ban someone from the NFL? Even people that don't work for the NFL or have any power to ban some? All white people? This nigga is great. Yeah, I'm telling you, this nigga, he's racist. He is a racist dude, bro. All white people, they don't, no, nigga, that's not how that works.
When these mofos started learning that, hey, they were going to be taught CRT, they didn't even know what CRT was, but they were fear-mongering over it. Didn't know anything about it. Was it fragile when they started screaming and crying over that? Was it fragile when they started seeing, I don't know, alphabet shirts in Target and talking about, look at what's going on with America. Look what's happening to America. Was it fragile then? Pimpin', I'm just curious. You're going to have to tell me what's fragile. Was it fragile when the dumb the dumb white conservatives thought that the election was being stolen and ran up in the Capitol and now they doing prison time for decades and decades? Was it fragility then? That they were talking about, we're losing the country. We got to take back the country. Kill my pants. Was it fragile then? I'm just trying to understand, what is this fragility you talking about? Is it fragile when the ADL puts out a note or tries to punish people who talk against Jewish people who are anti-Semitic? Is it fragile? Is that fragility? Because I just find it interesting how they label other things as righteous behavior, okay? Righteous behavior. And other things as, oh, that's fragility. That's fragility. So a black man, a black American man, which is what he is not. You have to understand, Stephen is not from the States. He's a tether. That's correct. You know how they
Fam, I swear I didn't watch this. But I know that's not true. Like, I know that's not true. I know I'm late to the party. That's a lie. I forgot which state he's from. But Black Conservative Perspective is from America, bro. Like, yo, this is why one of the main reasons I can't stand this nigga, Lucas. Fam, you just make up whatever. So because he disagrees with you, he's not from here, no? You could just take someone's citizenship like that? I did not know. That must be a new woke rule. First, you try to take someone's black card. Now you could take their straight citizenship like, you're not from America. You weren't born here, even though you were. That's crazy.
Import the tethers to be, as I say, representative tools to talk and spew anti-black rhetoric, okay? And I want you to think about this. It's always fragility when we defend ourselves.
You can hear his accent.
Think about that. It's always fragility when we defend ourselves.
You can hear his accent, fam. Like, he's from America. Like, this nigga's bugging. He's bugging. I would assume somewhere down south, right? What you guys are saying? Y'all said in the chat. Y'all believe South Carolina? Something like that. That's what I would think, right? That's what it sounds like. I don't know to be exact, like where, but I would give a guess of something along those lines, that or I would say Texas or something, somewhere down south, right? American. This nigga's crazy.
When they try and defend themselves, well, this is righteous. This is righteous behavior, okay? When they do their protests and everything, what do they call it? This is
That's a crazy theory that maybe he's mixed and he really just hate himself. Probably.
Civil disobedience, that's what it is. When we do ours, where they say, oh, this is violence, look at this is disgusting, okay? They do theirs, oh, well, this was just a vacation. That's all this was. This is just a vacation. Listen, so when I hear Stevens, right, when I hear Black Conservative Perspective, and a lot of them, you can't take them serious because they are getting paid to fund a narrative, to promote a narrative. Now, one thing I will draw the line at, okay, I have been called a whole bunch of things in my life, all right, from the left, from the right, but one thing I have never been called, and that is a liberal, okay? That is one thing I've never been called, and I will not allow. How dare you call me a liberal?
He's lying. He even had a whole character called Liberal Lucas, and people have been calling him Liberal Lucas for years ever since he went woke.
Liberal, sir. How dare you? Okay? That is absolute, that is hatred. That is hate speech. That's what that is. Now, when it comes to a woke revolutionary, I don't know what a woke revolutionary is. Do you know what a woke revolutionary is? I have no idea. I know he's just repeating as far as white talking points because that's what white people like to hear. These white conservatives, and mind you, I'm the best of the best, okay?
No,
if I were to flip the script and go back to...
I smoked his boots in what it took 3 minutes for him to cry and kick me off and then ban me from his channel. This nigga is not the best of nothing. I can see why people kept asking me to react to this. This nigga's a loser. This is like baby weight to me. It's like boxing a kindergartner. This nigga's not good. He talking about the best of the best. Better be talking about the movie.
The tap dancing for the white conservatives, I would be embraced and they'd be like, oh, it's great to have you back. What did Paul Mooney say? That if they were to enact slavery again, these mofos would talk about, oh, welcome home, welcome home. I left the house just as you left it, okay? I left your bed just as you like it, okay? It hasn't even been touched. But as soon as you get off the plantation, look at him. He's a liberal. He's a woke revolutionary. What happened to him? What happened to you, man? Man, I used to watch you. This is what they do, bro. This is what they do. And they get the Stevens of the world.
Remember, we watched the video that he did recently where he fully admitted to being a Democrat. He was once a Republican. So the fact that people are giving him criticism for making a switch is valid. What's wrong with him? Like, I really think bless your heart, man. Bless you. That's what my grandmama used to always say when we met people like you. Bless your heart, man. She's a Southern woman. Rest in peace. Bless your heart. All right, this nigga.
Crazy. To do their bidding. That's what they do. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room, and that is him being an absolute grifter. Lord in heaven, I know a grift, okay, when I see one, and that is a grift. And let me just tell you, listen, white conservatives, this is for you. Stop allowing these black faces in the party just because they tell you what you want to hear. I know you like it. I know you get to use them in your tweets and stuff. Look, he said it. Why can't I? Look, he's telling the truth. I get it, but let me just tell you, this is how you get got, bro. And I'm telling you, white conservatives are not very smart. They're very dumb. If you've ever been to CPAC, if you've ever been around them, they're very...
Yo, he's racist as hell, bro. And, oh my gosh. Yo, how the hell is he getting this off? I don't understand it, right? If there was like a white person saying just the same things that he is saying about black people, it would be a rap, bro. No way. But the fact that he's able to come on and say the most disgusting-ish about white people is just foul.
Very PWT.
Hold on, let me see. Appreciate the heck out of the support. Should be getting read out soon, but it's a little bit delayed. But let me see if I can read it out just in case it's not working. Appreciate the support, FB. You said the only thing Lucas is best of the best at is being a self-parody of a clown. If someone actually support Lucas and think he has good insight, that's pretty sad. I agree with you. He's delusional, right? I think that he's the actual grifter. And yes, correct. He is a clown. Straight up. Thank you for the support. Appreciate the heck out of that. Yeah, this nigga's a loser.
If you want to go,
and once if it does come in, because it might be delayed, and starts reading, I'm gonna just let it play.
Want to know what most white conservatives look like? Go to a trailer park. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's the truth. They're very uneducated, right?
The only thing Lucas is the best of the best at is being a self-parody and a clown. If someone actually support Lucas and think he has good insight, that's pretty sad.
Facts. I agree with you. 100% agree with you, and thank you again for the support. This dude is a clown.
Go to a trailer park. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's
what this clown about to say.
If you've ever been around them, they're very PWT. If you want to know what most white conservatives look like, go to a trailer park. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's the truth. They're very uneducated, right? And if you compare them to the most uneducated group, they're not very intelligent.
So not only did you just assume that all white Republicans live in a trailer park, you just assume that everyone who lives in a trailer park is not intelligent? Yo, what's wrong with this man? This dude is really disgusting, fam. Like, he's a nasty, foul individual. It's a lot of generalizations and just assumptions and nasty stereotypes coming from this guy.
All you have to say in order to get their applause is, talk about guns, abortion is murder, what's going on with black on black crime, and Democrats are evil. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do in any of your videos. And sure enough, if you look at the Coon's perspective, that's all he does. And if you look at the comments, I'm sure it's nothing but a bunch of, the saltines going, because that's the hustle, right? That's the hustle.
Black and I'm a fan
it's
of him.
so lucrative, honestly, to be a grifter. I don't know if it's as lucrative moving forward, but all you have to do is just say, hey, this is anti-white. this is anti-white. Look at what's going on in the country. And these mofos, they'll bankroll them. Okay, they'll bankroll them. Now, do you think this tether knows anything about what's going on in the country? If you've ever heard this individual speak, he has an IQ of below room temperature. Okay, I've offered to debate him on anything. He's declined. This individual, what you have to understand, is nothing more. You can't
be calling people out to debates if you're afraid of me, Lucas. Come on, man. You declined, blocked me, banned your chat from being able to say my name. What are you talking about? Come on, man. Come on. You're a hypocrite.
Then an echo. That's what it is. He hears what white conservatives tell him they don't like, and he just repeats it. Hey, this is what's going on. I don't like this. It doesn't take a lot of brain power, okay, to regurgitate ideas. Now, what I do think is absolutely heinous is him trying to imply that I was doing some type of threat. I think that's disgusting.
That they are issuing what, to me, right? I'm hearing it. It sounds to me like a thinly veiled threat. Okay, that is a violent threat.
I didn't even hear it.
To people know he did that they disagree with politically, and comedians that they don't like. Okay, that tell jokes.
What? What are you talking about?
I never once threatened anyone. I said repercussions. That's what, the same repercussions that the white conservatives have when the NFL does something they don't like and they boycott. That's the same thing that I do. But the reason why he does that is to try to attack me, to try and attack the channel, to try and attack black people, right? When you start promoting and being pro-black.
Wait, not him. Literally attacking a black man for mad long and then claiming that he's only, mind you, I'm talking about black conservative perspective now, that black conservative perspective is only telling the truth, because that's what it is, because he wants to attack a black person when this guy's the one that's attacking black people.
Calling a spade, crazy, that's when they get their Stevens to come out the house and say, look at what's going on, look what's going on, and talking about anti-white. Nothing on this channel is anti-white. I talk about racists, sir. I talk about saltines. I talk about Stevens, such as yourself. I talk about individuals who are being used to the detriment of this country. These mofos want to talk about unity in the same thing, in the same breath, but then want to talk about black on black crime. They so upset at a joke. And what is the joke? What is the joke? Someone tell me. I still haven't found what the joke is. What's the funny part in the joke, Steve?
Comedy is subjective. Comedy is subjective. You don't have to find it funny for it to be funny.
George, can you
I don't think you funny at all, nigga, but if you got woke loser fans that want to be delusional and believe whatever you saying, then that's on them. Is what it is, part again.
Tell me what's the funny part? Black conservative perspective. Can you tell me what's the funny about the joke? What was funny about it? I'm all ears. I'd love to know what was funny, because I don't think there's anything funny with a state soldier taking in the life of a citizen. I don't think there's anything to be laughed at there. Nothing whatsoever. But here's the thing. What they try and do, because they know that everyone in the country, which happened at one point.
Let me say this about trailers. When I was young, right, and I spent some time down south because I was so used to the hood, right, I happened to just hang out in a trailer park. That's where most of my friends were. And the one thing I can tell you is there's some trailers that's way nicer than what the hell people out here is selling. I don't know if people think that every trailer is like 8 Mile Road. Nigga, there's full-on houses on trailers. Like what? My friend, he had a trailer he lived in, and nigga, it had a hot tub, all types of fancy shit. And Jay had like decked out like a carpet everywhere. Like his father pimped it out, man. It was nice. Whenever I stayed over, it was never uncomfortable there. Right. So, yeah, I think that's like a poor assumption where people just assume that like trailers is just horrible. And if someone is in a trailer that is bad and they are in certain circumstances, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes people got to be in the hood. It's part of the game, bro. It's part of the game. You know what I mean?
Time. Everyone in the country is like, this is disgusting. They know the country will unite.
There's nothing wrong with people in Sherlock
police brutality off of that scene. So what do they try and do? They try to reframe it. Reframe it. It's the same thing that their ancestors did, as same thing that a black conservative has done time and time again. They try to reframe it to why? To divide. Because now what do they make it about? They make it about George Floyd. Who said anything about George Floyd? Who is making George Floyd some type of hero, some type of martyr? Nancy Pelosi said that and she got flamed. No one's doing that. Do they look into any of the white victims? Case in point, Ashley Babbitt. What do they have? They have nothing but praise for her. Do they heighten as far as the criminality of her behavior? No. Who do they blame? The black officer. So you have to understand, you have to be wary of this reframing that they do. Because they reframe to cause division. They reframe to try and make it seem as you're the bad guy. They try and reframe it and say, hey, you're anti-white. Why would I be anti-white? We have John Browns of the world. John Browns, I probably talk.
This dude is 100%, fam. Just within this one video, you can hear the things he's saying. He is anti-white. Don't let him fool you.
About John Browns of the world all the time. The problem is that we have Sambos, right? Who would vilify John Brown. The problem is that we have saltines, okay, who would have John Brown swinging from the tree.
Just thinking, yo, fam, I'm not anti-white, and then uses a nasty term to describe white people. This is like a comedy. It's crazy how it's not obvious. That's wild as hell.
Just along with me. That's the issue. So please do not fall for the wicked.
No, that's an absolute lie. Lucas does use guilt/tripping and emotional manipulation.
True.
He tells people they're the bad guy to make them feel guilty about someone else's actions in the past.
100%. I agree with you. And also, thank you for the support, man. Appreciate the heck out of the FB. And yeah, he lying. He definitely does that. 100%.
Behavior 100%. And this heinous slander of me trying to threaten. I said repercussions.
He wants to divide.
The same repercussions that we see every group enables.
That's a
ADL,
threat.
they have repercussions. If you talk
If you tell someone you gonna give them repercussions, that's a threat, bro. I don't know what's wrong with people. That's semantics at this point. That was a threat.
Semitism, do they not? White conservatives, does the Republican Party not have repercussions? Didn't they not try to kick out, I believe they did, kick out Ronald McDonald from the party? Haven't they not done repercussions for off-code behavior of the Republican Party? Hey, that's not what the Republican Party stands for. We don't associate with you. Huh? So, as I said before,
but you don't represent a party, though. So you acting as a dictator for an entire group would be you making a threat. Who the hell are you? You don't control nobody. You don't control no party. What the hell's wrong with you?
Or anytime we try to self-enforce, what do they try and spin it as? Oh, look at this. Look at this, they talking violence. Oh, look at this, they talking anti-white. Oh, look at this, they trying to threaten people.
Comedians who tell jokes about George Floyd, they're apparent civil rights icon that you can't tell a joke about, okay? And this is what they're upset about because
that's
David Lucas, who happens to be black.
Always, bro, always. Because you have to understand, we are good for business. Our harm that is befallen us, our subjugation, or oppression, everything that they have caused, the system, we are good for business. What would many of these saltines talk about if it wasn't for us, right? They have to have Chicago in the way it is. They have to have the households in the way it is. They have to have the wealth gap. That's the only way they can survive. That's what you have to understand.
Yo, this man's just straight delusional. He says whatever to pander, man. I know his audience, right? It's the same nasties that be crying whenever I roast them. Yeah. Woke fire woke. The same person that was trying to sell that bean pie to homeboy in what was the name of that movie? Don't Be a Menace. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone, 2009. My bacon smelling fine. Dr. Umar ass loses, right? Tariq Nasheed ass loses. This is who he's pandering to. taking their talking points, which is stupid because they grifters.
They need that. So when you have a conservative perspective, when you have any of these saltines who talk out of fork-tongued devils, once you have any of these people, you have to understand this is politics. They need that in order to have a new story. They need that in order to garner the dumb white elderly person who's saying, hey, the country's being destroyed because of Democrat policies, okay? If you give us money, we can change that. And what do? Not a damn thing. That's the hustle. And you have this fool in a picture with Vivek, anti-black Vivek Rababui, okay? Tethers is gonna tether. I don't know what to tell you. That's what they are. That's their sole purpose. They're nothing more.
You just like labeling people's stuff that they not.
Or them proxies and buffers for the saltines and their hateful propaganda. Anyways, guys, that's the video.
That's the end of this grifting segment. Like, shut your loser ass up, fam. This dude is trash. I think that the whole video was him just crying and making things up. He accused Black conservative perspective of not being an American. That's crazy. We go and check out what he had to say about it, man. Make sure that if you're watching this clipped up version, that you go and check out the next video where I'm going to be taking a look at Black conservative perspective's opinion on it. This dude is nasty. Let's get straight to it.